What if a single equation could predict the weather, the stock market, even the way galaxies move? Math has always been humanity's language for describing the universe. From counting sheep thousands of years ago to predicting rocket trajectories today, math has given us a way to make sense of chaos. But what if there was one strange kind of math that seemed to predict everything, from weather patterns to financial crashes to the way galaxies spin? This is not science fiction. It's something called chaos theory. In the 1960s, a meteorologist named Edward Lorenz ran weather simulations on an early computer. One day, he restarted a calculation, but instead of typing in the exact number 0.506127, he typed 0.506. He thought the result would be almost the same. But it wasn't. The entire weather forecast evolved in a completely different way. This small difference became known as the butterfly effect, the idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil could set off a tornado in Texas. Chaos theory deals with non-linear systems, where small changes create huge differences. These systems exist everywhere: the weather, the stock market, population growth, even your heartbeat. The strange math that governs them often comes in the form of fractals and non-linear equations. They look unpredictable at first glance, but beneath the chaos, there is hidden order. Take the stock market. Millions of trades, millions of small actions. Yet financial analysts have noticed patterns that echo chaotic systems in nature. Or look at the brain. Electrical signals in neurons follow chaotic rhythms, yet somehow they lead to thought and consciousness. Even galaxies, their spirals echo the shapes of fractals, the fingerprints of chaos. Chaos math doesn't let us predict everything with certainty, but it reveals the hidden structures that guide complexity. Here's the catch. Chaos theory also tells us there are limits to prediction. We can never know the weather perfectly far into the future because tiny errors multiply exponentially. We can never predict the stock market with perfect accuracy because human behavior is inherently unpredictable. Chaos is not about certainty. It's about understanding why certainty is impossible. So, is there really a strange math that predicts everything? In one sense, yes. Chaos theory explains why systems look random but follow deep mathematical rules. In another sense, no. Chaos shows us that some things can never be perfectly predicted. But maybe that's what makes life, the universe, and everything in it so beautifully complex. But there's one more fascinating lesson hidden inside chaos theory. It teaches us something profound, not only about mathematics, but about life itself. Think about it. The butterfly effect is not just a metaphor for weather. It's a reminder that small actions matter. A choice you make today, even one that seems insignificant, might ripple outward in ways you could never imagine. A kind word to a stranger could change their entire day. A tiny invention could reshape entire industries. Chaos reminds us that complexity doesn't mean disorder. It means connection. Every particle, every thought, every decision is part of a vast, interwoven web of causes and effects, and even if we can't predict every detail, we can recognize that we are all part of the same equation. Scientists, philosophers, and even artists have found inspiration in this idea. Chaos theory suggests that beauty lies not in perfect predictability, but in the patterns that emerge from apparent randomness. It's in the spirals of seashells, the branches of trees, the beating of your heart. It's in the unexpected twists of your own life story. So perhaps the real power of chaos theory isn't in predicting the future, but in helping us see the present more clearly, to understand that the world is not broken, not random, but alive with hidden order. And maybe, just maybe, that means we can appreciate life not as a puzzle to be solved, but as a mystery to be experienced. That's the strange math that shapes our universe, chaos, order, and the beauty that emerges when the two dance together.